Hello and welcome back. We're still live here on Hello Nigeria, Wazobia Max UHF 57, and of course, DSTV 259. Now, earlier on the show, we told you that we're going to be focusing on young people on today's edition. Now, to speak to us on this, we have some young people themselves who are doing great work to improve the lot of young Nigerians. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me here KELVIN Bob-MANUEL and OSARUME AKENZUA, who are the communication lead and training lead, respectively, of WAVE Academy. You're welcome, guys. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Now, today I want to talk about the future of the Nigerian youths. We know that on a daily basis, you probably come across many young people. A lot of young people have come through your academy to become someone. We're going to be talking about that later on. But the first thing I'd like to just even sample your opinion on is this. Is the government doing enough for young people?
First of all, thank you for inviting us. I think that there is a lot that can be done.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to say that the government isn't doing anything about it, but to say the government is doing enough would not capture exactly what is going on. There's a lot more that the government can do, right. As long as they realize that, hey, the youth are and we keep hearing this, the future. But they realize that they actually are the future and they start taking active steps towards making sure that this happens.
Yes, and don't forget, we hear that the future is now. So the future we've been waiting for yesterday. Every day is the future.
It's upon us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so they need to start doing work and doing more than they currently are doing now.
All right. Wonderful. Now, KELVIN, we've talked about education and you are in the line of education as well.
Yeah.
Do you think the lack of education is responsible for the lack of self-confidence for young people?
I think I'd say yes. First of all, education goes beyond, school activities.
Yeah.
Education is enlightenment. Education is knowledge. So when people do not have access to being enlightened, they lack confidence in a lot of aspects, and it affects their personal lives. I would have loved to use myself as an example. I didn't have the confidence that I needed until I joined WAVE Academy. So I'm an alumnus of WAVE Academy.
Oh, fantastic. So you're not giving what you haven't eaten,
Exactly.
or you're not selling what you haven't tested.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
So yes, lack of education is the cause of lack of confidence.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Now, Sarime, we talk about WAVE Academy, but how does WAVE Academy help to achieving the purpose for which, or the gaps I have identified with regards to the government not doing enough and the importance of education? How does your organization fill this gap?
We're just one of those organizations that are trying to do the little they can. We screen young people who are unemployed, and we take them through a 3-week program where we train them in employability skills. One thing we've realized from a lot of the young people we've spoken to over the years is that a lot of people are not work ready.
Okay.
And so we have something that we say, hey, before you graduate from the program, the 3-week training program, you need to be work ready. And what do we mean by work ready? Work readiness means simply that you're able to do basic things like communicate effectively. Yeah. You're able to critically think. You can solve problems, everyday problems. We easily get into a problem-led approach in Nigeria because, people discuss problems, the problems are magnified, but just only a few people are thinking about solutions. So we try to get them to think through a solution-led approach to solving problems in their everyday lives, and also in the workspace and in the business environment. So we take them through that 3-week training, and we don't graduate everybody who comes onto the program, because we realize that some people come in and, because, they're at a particular level, they're not exactly work ready. And so what we do with those people is that we have some sort of arrangement where we place them on compulsory internships. And so they spend some extra time with us, and we try to mentor them, and then just get them to develop some of these skills that we need them to have to be able to survive in the workplace.
All right.
So once they come through, the ones who eventually are high performers in class, and who we feel are work ready, then go through interviews. So we provide interviews. We have employer partners, people that hire from us, and high growth industries, particularly the hospitality and retail sector. And we send them for interviews. If the employer likes them, then they hire them.
Lovely.
So that's in a nutshell what WAVE pretty much does.
Fantastic. Yeah. Now, just before we go, I mean, I wanted to ask the question about your idea for the future of young people in Nigeria. What's your ideal for young people, since obviously you're very passionate about training employment-ready youth who are solution bringers and not just problem magnifiers? So what's your idea for the young people in Nigeria?
So on our way coming here, I was listening to your sister station, Nigeria Info.
Okay. And
I heard a very interesting topic, which is entitlement mentality. And a lot of young people have that. You know, you believe that because you're a friend, you believe people owe you something, whereas you haven't put in work into it. So in that regard, I'd say that people need to drop that and go and work for something, go and earn it. So when we take on youth, we tell them at the academy that you need to work for this, you need to earn it, whether it's whatever job, whatever position, go through training, work hard, work smart, and get respected for what you're doing. Also, another thing is become self-aware of yourself. Yeah, obviously, self-aware, yeah. So it's another important skill that I think young people need to have.
Great.
That's self-awareness, because it's going to take you a lot of places. Okay. So self-awareness and the entitlement mentality that needs to be dropped. Yes. So that's my advice to you.
Fantastic. Last word, Asamen?
Last word, I think that there's hope for the Nigerian youth. Yes. And I think that if we have a lot of organizations that are doing the work similar to what we do, and we have a lot more attention from the government and other stakeholders, we could get a lot achieved, and then eventually have the youth doing what they need to be doing to move the country forward.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been speaking with KELVIN Bob-MANUEL and OSARUME AKENZUA. Now, before we let you go, how can people follow you on social media?
Okay, so we're on social media at Wave Academies.
Okay.
WAVEACADEMIES.
All right.
And on social media, and they can call us 0809.
I'm sure you can get, because people would not be able to rush to. I'm sure they can get it on your
the
social
website,
media.
waveacademies.org.
.org.
Yes.
Fantastic. So everything Wave Academies.
Academies, plural.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to be more employable, or some young people around who are just, faffing around, you can actually help them out and help build the future of the young people in Nigeria. Thank you once again, guys. We're going to quick break. When we come back, something else that keeps young people very occupied is football and sports. Sports next up with Namdi.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.